What's up everyone? Today I'm going to be looking at the SPIGEN SGP hardbook case for the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. And if you're familiar with the Samsung Galaxy Note 2, you know it's got a huge screen, it's got a pen, so it's more to be used like a notebook or a media creation device. And this case retails for $36.99 and is available on the SGP SPIGEN website and on Amazon.com. So a lot of these cases have that front folding book type case, and this one has a little bit more functionality as well. So let's take a look at what's in the case here, and what you get is just a book that has the other products from SPIGEN. So check that out as well if you have other phones and other devices. Now this one comes in a variety of colors as well. This one is the pink version and nothing else comes in there, just a little phone to protect the case. So if you open the case, you will notice that it's an ultra thin air case on the right hand side that is attached to the case. And what you'll see is a little slot there for maybe a credit card or something else on the left. So that's pretty cool. And on the back, you get cutouts for the speaker, the pen, and the camera. And it's got a pretty cool little texture on the outside there. So it's not as high quality leather as maybe the Valentina's case, but you can see that's pretty good quality material on the outside. So very easy to put in, just snap that into place and it just goes right in there. And you will have absolutely no problem with functionality when it's in the case. No screen protector is provided here by SPIGEN, but since this is a notebook type case, the front flap is meant to cover your front screen and protect it from damage. Now let's see what this case looks like. On the right hand side, you'll see the power button exposed. On the bottom, the USB, the microphone, and the pen is exposed. And on the top, you see the 3.5mm headphone jack and the microphone. That's exposed as well. And this one doesn't have as much give as the Valentina's case, which you can also watch my review for, so maybe the protection won't be as strong on this one. So this case has a little trick up its sleeve. Do you see those two little bumps right there that are on the fabric part? If you pull that up, and those little bumpers are made to hold the case up at this viewing angle, so it sort of functions as a kickstand. So if you're looking for a case that does this, then this is the case for you for sure. And I think this is pretty neat that they included this because it gives the case a multi-function. So I like this a lot and it works really well. So if you were to watch a YouTube video, for instance, you can just enjoy it at this angle. And it gives it a really good viewing angle for you to watch a TV show, YouTube videos, movies, or whatever it may be. Now, with those little bumpers on the other side, you can see this is a little hinge mechanism that's in the back and it folds down, but you can see it's pretty strong, so it doesn't lay completely flat. So if you were to kick those off the bumper, you get another viewing angle. So you can get two viewing angles here, one that is a little less elevated, so maybe you can type on it if you want to, if you need a little bit more stability, but you can always prop it back up to that angle so you can watch a video on it. So no problem there. And if you look at the back, you can see how that back part folds in a little bit to give it some stability where it rests right on those little buttons that are there. Now those buttons can be a little bit of an issue as well. Now if you tap the screen a little too hard, it will fall. So that's the only downside of those little buttons. It does function pretty well under this lower angle as well, but it looks best under this orientation. But you can see if you get just a little bit aggressive on it, then it will fall. But it won't be a problem if you're just leaving it completely standing. But if you tend to do a lot of touch input, or if you think you're going to be able to do a lot of touch input with it, then I don't think this would be the case for you. But definitely you can leave it in this orientation, definitely in a kickstand mode, and is definitely a very cool function of this case. So the pen function here, the cutout for the pen is perfect. You can see that my finger fits right in between there, no problem, and it doesn't block it like the Valentina's case that I reviewed earlier, and you can check that out as well, where that pen cutout is just a little too small. It's a little bit harder to get out. And you can see that this case is much thinner as well. So, but the Valentina's also has the nicer material on the outside. This case and the Valentina's case do not feature any type of magnetic clip or holder on the front notebook part. So you'll notice that if you were to just flip it upside down, that front flap is just free to be. But that are just like the OEM Samsung cases that they sell on the Samsung website. So the outside of this though has a really nice texture to it. It's very grippy in the hand, and with the vibrant colors, it is definitely a plus.